So it is currently May 7th, 2025. Currently going over 2025 Q1 numbers. We're currently on track to hit $3.5 to $4 million in revenue this year. That's in top line. If we're tracking same EBITDA margins from last year, that put us at 10 to 20% to the bottom line, which would be anywhere in the range of $350,000 to $700,000 in bottom line revenue. It's been an incredible journey. We started the business about 2 years ago at the end of 2022. Started it with 0 guys, 0 revenue, literally started and opened the LLC at that point in time. Behind that period was a graveyard of LLCs. I could probably name off 8 different businesses from, landscaping, solar, pest control. We did real estate fix and flips, raised a few $100,000 in capital. Interest rates went up. We lost our ass in the real estate game. Tried some e-commerce dropshipping. I can name all these things that I've done and all these past experiences and failures that have really set us up to succeed in the right industry where the supply of service companies is low and the demand is extremely high. And so we're going to kind of get into some different tactics, marketing, operations, sales, branding, of how we've exactly done that within such a short period of time, and what we're going to continue to do in order to grow the company to our goal of 10 million by 2027. So tag along and hope you guys enjoy. Everybody does the same thing. Lead techs have the same sales process. Scott does the same thing that Joey does, that Nate does, that Jordan does, right? Get a signature, take photos, greet the customer, knock on the door. As you guys can see, we have a pretty good culture with our guys. Honestly, most of it is in the hiring process, because anytime we hire anybody in the company, our goal is to interview minimum 5 people before we make the hire. What's most important is not finding the right guy for the job, but most important is finding the right guy to fit your culture and your team. Ever. Tell me this, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much improvement do the guys have? Let's say a 10 is processes are so dialed, you're getting little, if not no complaints. That's a 10, and one is like processes are so shitty that you're getting 10 angry customers a day. The last, let's say, 3 months.
Oh, no, for sure, a 10.
You think a 10? When you create a culture of guys that enjoy working together, what that ultimately does is create a space where guys can perform at their highest level, and at the same time, you build a loyalty to your company that will have guys and keep guys for a long, long period of time.
Yeah, I think we're all good.
Is that good?
Yep, we're all good.
Okay. All right. We have I think we have a couple pool stops we're gonna go hit right now.
Okay.
So we'll get our stuff together and we'll go out and.
All right.
Oh man. Trash is full. Guys leaving by the dumpster. My mom's gonna watch this, she'd be like, you cuss a lot. I'm gonna send a nice little text to the guys. Tell them to pick their up. Yesterday, we sold about 25K in jobs. And keep in mind, at the end, you have gross margin, you have your net margin. Gross margin is what you make per job after labor and material. That's your gross margin. Your net margin is what you make after all your overheads, your fixed costs like marketing, your rent, your trucks. Your fixed costs is stuff that you pay every single month, no matter what. So generally with us, we operate anywhere between a 10 to 20% net margin, and on a gross margin, we operate on a 50 to 55% gross margin. That's pretty standard, healthy company and home service. If you're doing more than that, you're doing really well. But yesterday, I'll show you guys this. This is just our repair department. So we have a remodel, repair, and a service department, but this is our repair department, which is about 80-90% of our revenue. We did about 25K, and then we did about an additional 1,800 yesterday. Overall, this week's been a really, really good week. We've sold this week about 60K in revenue, which is pretty dang good for a pool company. So it's been a good week.
What's going on? 2 days in a row? 2 days, man. Wow. Derek called out today. Travis is getting married. Travis is on his honeymoon.
We're too busy right now, so we got to grab a few parts for some jobs we got to do. So doing some jobs today, unfortunately. There's the cliche saying of work on the business, not in the business. Dan Martell says in his book, if you're a restaurant owner and you lose a cook on a busy night, last thing you want to do is jump in and start cooking food. Instead, you want to find the guy that could cook the food, hire him fast, have a process, implement him in the system. When you're at a certain scale, when you're starting out, there's nothing wrong, in my opinion, about getting back in the field, doing jobs. I'm 99% of the time in the office, but when duty calls, guys call out, rather than reschedule them, we're gonna go out and do the job. Like you have like, oh shit. You have like Elon Musk, he's willing to sleep on the floor in the warehouse, wake up the next day at 4 in the morning and start working. I'm actually reading his autobiography by Walter Isaacson. He doesn't expect his team members to do anything he's not willing to do. So you have like the Elon Musk extreme where I don't think I'm that crazy about business because I think there's more important things than just making money. But then you have other guys who probably over delegate. There's no right or wrong actually, it's just a matter of what's right for you. For me, I actually like to get my hands dirty. I like to work in the field. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing where some people will say, oh, no, you should be in the office. You just know the balance, know yourself, figure out what's best for you to grow the company. We got a customer here. We just did some repairs on his equipment. Our guys are too busy right now. Guy's been waiting for like, I think 2 days now. Guys spent about a couple G's with us. So we're just gonna take care of him today. We started the company in the end of 2022. Really full-scale pools, we went all in beginning of 2023. Your biggest expense outside of paying for the material and your labor is gonna be marketing. It's gonna be the #1 cost in scaling. Now, that's gonna be your gateway. I call it like your gateway drug to scaling is marketing. You're gonna have to spend a lot of money in the beginning to push through those big $1, $2, $3 million revenue marks. This year, we're gonna do sub 4 million. And as you start to scale, you'll see your marketing expense per customer go down. Once you get to a few $1,000,000 in revenue, you're going to start to accrue other costs. Like you're going to have to start buying inventory. You're gonna have to buy more vehicles. Your gas bill is gonna go up every month. Like I was saying, the nice thing with growing to a few million is your marketing expenses as a percentage goes down. That means you're getting economies of scale. More people start to know who you are, which means you don't have to acquire more customers. You're going to start to get previous customers that start to use you multiple times. When they use you multiple times, that second, third time they use you, you don't have to reacquire that customer, which means I don't have to spend more marketing to get more customers because we have an existing base of customers, if that makes sense. Chipotle is my spot. 4 times a week, minimum.
I would say
I'm gonna get a bowl for here.
Okay, with white or brown rice?
Can I do extra white and brown rice?
Extra white and brown rice?
Yeah, for longer projects, I think
All right. On to the next. Time to get the workout in today. Hit chest yesterday. So we got back day today. Let's get it.
No music. Only podcasts.